Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 22nd Annual Garden State Film Festival. My name is Ming Chen. I'm live at the Shared Universe Podcast Lounge. We are located at the Berkeley Hotel in the beautiful city of Asbury Park. I'm here with
CJ Cullen.
And I have my friend,
Stefano Da Frè.
Yes, and you have a feature-length film called
Stolen Dough.
And premiering in about an hour and a half at the
Right,
Cranford
so I'm
Theater.
driving through the rain here with Ming, here with CJ, just so I can head over there right away.
Yeah, go right there.
And be there at the screening for everyone to see this movie. Incredible film. It's a story about the true inventor of Stuffed Crust Pizza who had a patent for Stuffed Crust Pizza and then sold it to Pizza Hut.
Okay.
Wow.
And then they did not want to go into business. They basically copy his patent, infringe it, and then sell it. Start selling stuffed crust pizzas, and it follows a 5-year billion-dollar lawsuit. Who knew pizza was so expensive?
Pizza's a universal food.
Universal
I don't know
language of
anybody who
love.
doesn't like pizza.
Yeah.
But I clearly remember the moment, I believe maybe it was the mid or late 80s, where I saw a commercial for Pizza Hut.
With the stuffed crust.
Yeah.
Now announcing stuffed crust pizza. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
What is this? As a guy who loves pizza and food, I was like, this can't be a real thing.
Yeah.
And I had it,
remember that
and
too,
and it may have changed my life, a lot of people's lives, but I did not know this story. So how did you come up on this story?
It changed my directing life, Ming.
Really?
Yeah, because I share a publicist with the inventor. He runs a company called Formaggio, which is a cheese company based in upstate New York, and it's international. They have products in Costco, Sam's Club, Whole Foods.
Yep.
And so we shared a publicist, and the publicist is like, hey, listen, they did a pilot with this for CBS iProduction, but there were some creative differences, and they're like, do you want to take a look at this project?
Yeah.
Do you want to take a look at this story? And I didn't believe it. I thought it was so unbelievable to me that this guy, his father was a cheese manufacturer, and then this guy's had all the patent, information, all the deposition videos.
He had all his documentation.
I was like, this is a crazy story.
Wow.
So it became, it basically took 2 years to go through, and the real difference marker for it was we got a grant from the Russo brothers and Agbo,
Whoa.
which did obviously known for Captain America, Winter Soldier, Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
We just recently were in New Jersey.
Yeah, they were at Kansas Smart Castle recently.
Yeah. And so they have an organization. So it's like the Italian-American, Russo Brothers Italian-American Foundation in collaboration with Agbo and the Russo brothers. And we got a grant. They picked 7 films. And that really helps because, as you guys know, when you fund movies, it's important to pick your DP. It's important to know what you're shooting, but it's important to get money.
Right.
You need money. You cannot make movies without
Were you
money.
able to get like the old commercials and get those in there, like in old pieces of it, or were you able to?
Guys, I was able to get Donald Trump eating pizza backwards, and not only was I able to get Donald Trump eating pizza backwards, at the end of his commercial, he's like, he tells his ex-wife Marla Maple, Ivanka
back
he's
then,
like, back in the day, and she's like, I'd like another piece, and he goes, you're only entitled to half.
Oh,
it's so cheesy.
dang.
It is so
Literally cheesy.
It's so
It's literally
cheesy.
cheesy,
Even
ladies
for a
and
cheese
gentlemen.
commercial, even for a stuffed crust pizza commercial, very cheesy.
Yeah. At the time, that was a big endorsement, having
Huge.
Donald
I
Trump
mean, yeah.
eat pizza backwards. Now, maybe not so much.
Now
but,
maybe
yeah.
now maybe not so much,
Yeah.
depending on what part of the country you live in. You either are adamant to spend $1,000 on that slice, just like his sneakers, or you're just or you won't touch it.
Yeah.
You won't touch it.
Yeah, for sure. So how much research did you do? How much pre-production did you need to do before you even shot a frame?
Guys, how do you make patent law interesting?
Yes.
It's extremely hard, it turns out. So you have to make the information very McDonald's, very bite-sized.
Right.
You got to show basically that you got to show establish that the prosecution is bad. I show real footage of them basically berating him often, and then you try to show graphics of basically to show that the actual patent in special effects and graphics.
So you got animation, you got some animation.
Yeah, and you need a little bit of
charts and
animation
stuff.
to do it. And I think also tracking down the original lawyer who represented Anthony. His name was Paul Sutton. Getting Paul Sutton, who's in who like is like teaching law at NYU,
Yeah.
and just getting him at like 86 years old into the studio
Right.
is a crazy thing. And
Yeah. So I got to shout the guy who invented Stuffed Crust Pizza. What is his name?
Anthony Mongiello.
Anthony Mongiello.
Anthony T.
That's a
Mongiello,
cool
the
name.
inventor, the true inventor of Stuffed Crust Pizza. Wouldn't be here without Anthony.
Anthony, you're a hero.
You're a hero
You're a
among
hero.
everyday men, kings, queens,
you should be a
peasants.
household name. Yes.
Yeah. Anthony Mongiello is a legend, and God, he's like a brother now.
Yeah.
He's like a brother with me.
Yeah, for sure. Did you always plan this out to be a feature-length film, or as you kept going down the rabbit hole, I guess it was like, okay, this is a feature.
You know, it's my first feature. It's a great question.
Yeah.
A great question. I knew that the film could be a runtime of about 36 minutes.
Yes.
And then I knew sort of when I had to submit something to the Russo brothers to show that we actually used the money for the story
Right.
and the plot for it. I then was like, okay, let me look at the different sections that can be expounded. So it was in post production
Yeah.
that I knew that I had enough footage to basically extend it into a feature.
Let's go. What's the runtime?
Runtime is just under an hour.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, just under an hour. And it's phenomenal because it makes a big difference. There's not a huge market for filmmakers who are watching short films. Have a hard time getting sold. They don't make a lot of money,
Yeah.
and even
They're-
Tubi won't take them if it's a
Yeah.
runtime of under basically 45.
Right.
Amazon won't take them. Apple TV won't take
Yeah.
them. Roku won't take them. So the market for shorts, and all of us, right, start off making shorts, and
Yep.
it's the way that you sort of cut your teeth.
Yeah.
But you need to have a feature film in terms of financing your next project, and then also being able to bring in enough revenue from whatever all the investors that come in. You're not going
Right.
to really make back that money if it's not a feature length.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of History Channel talking about McDonald's
Yeah,
and how
yeah.
they started McDonald's versus Burger King
Sure.
versus this, that. It's really, I've been getting into that. So something like this would be interesting, especially for maybe something like the History Channel or one of their offsets or something.
Yeah. I love The Founder, guys.
The Founder,
The
yes.
Founder
Founder
is
is excellent.
great.
Yes.
That had a huge influence on me in terms of the making of this film.
Yeah.
The Founder with Michael Keaton. Love that. I
Yeah,
love that.
I mean, that story, there are two ways of looking at it. Either was Ray Kroc a smart guy, or did he steal from the McDonald's brothers?
Yeah.
I think he screwed the little guy, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but, you know,
yeah.
it's a litmus test. Some people are like, oh, no, that it's a cutthroat world. I'm like, yeah, but you're also a human being.
The
Like,
way they made
this-
Michael Keaton when he found out about all this.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah,
My
and
hand?
again,
Like,
you know,
They do a really great job of showing like it's like he's discovering almost like an Oppenheimer moment, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
When he's opening up the
sitting on the bench opening it.
Yep.
100%.
It's like, whoa.
It's an interesting
Oppenheimer, that's cool.
because all these guys that have stories, all these guys that have these ideas, you can clearly see there's the group of people
Yeah.
who made it, and then the guy who is like, oh, I know what to do with this to turn it into a product.
Yes.
I know how to turn this into a real business.
Right, I'm going to take it, and sometimes the guys who invent it get rewarded, but more often than not, they get screwed.
So if you have something like stuffed crust pizza and you sell it,
Yeah.
do you go through like his mind? Like, why did you go this way? Why didn't you go this way?
Yeah, but it sounds
Why'd
like
you
he
hold on
tried
it?
to
All
protect himself, and it still didn't work out. So, but
Do you know? Like, you don't know. Like, if I discovered something, I want
Yeah.
to get money for it.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Anthony did a great job to getting a patent, obviously.
Yep.
And his first idea was going to local pizzerias.
Right.
He went to local pizzerias, and because he wanted to sell it basically by the slice, because they wouldn't, at the time, you wouldn't be able to, you wanted to try to make your money at local
Yep.
shops instead of seeing what that would do. He then realizes basically he's not going to make his money back unless he has royalties
Yeah.
from a big chain.
Right.
The problem is the kid doesn't have the money for lawyers, and
Right.
the royalties that he's thinking of that he's going to get, even with a lawyer, they delay it. And,
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got to watch the movie.
Okay,
You got to
yeah,
watch Stolen Dough to see it.
I'm intrigued.
But you will follow the whole process, the whole legal process of
Yeah.
what happens, and in their negotiation
Right.
with meeting with the Pizza Hut lawyers. It's very similar, if I could give you guys a comparable, to Netflix's Pepsi's Where Is My Jet?
Oh, it's great great 4-part documentary? or-
4-part documentary.
Yeah.
I think Stolen Dough gets to the point a lot quicker at a
Sure.
runtime of
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
under an
Yeah.
hour.
An hour,
We
yeah.
really don't waste your time with 4
yeah,
hours of
listen,
that.
listen,
Of that, if
it's
you know,
a great series, but
Yeah,
they
it's
did
a great-
stretch it. They definitely stretched it out.
I mean, they really stretch it. I don't want
Yeah.
to give away what happens at the end of Pepsi Where's My Jet, but my God, it takes them a long time to get to the courtroom.
Yeah.
I think to the boardroom. We negotiate. We get to the boardroom at my film, at about 27,
Okay.
30 minutes.
Yeah,
So
about
halfway
less
in
than
the movie,
halfway
you're already into the boardroom scenes.
Yeah, for sure. What was your biggest challenge in making this feature?
I would say, I would say, first of all, sound design is a big issue.
Okay.
Foley sound design is very, very hard. First thing that comes to mind. Second thing I would say is weaving together a crime docudrama. So using actual footage with a screenplay.
Yes.
So we
Okay.
have actors in this, but not like the Discovery Channel where they only have 2
They
sentences.
reenact, yeah, they reenact
Where
real
they-
quick.
You need scenes. If you're writing
Yeah.
scenes, you need scenes that are like 5 minutes,
Right.
Yeah.
6-minute scenes. So that's a hard part. How to
Right.
transition, weave into the narrative part, back into the doc,
Yeah.
and then go back into the narrative as one seamless thread.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, congratulations, man.
Guys,
This
congratulations.
is
Thank
your
you.
first feature.
My first feature.
Has it screened anywhere else yet?
It has screened at World Fest Houston. It has screened at Doc LA. It just won best feature at Santa Monica,
Amazing.
Santa Monica Film Festival. We also,
So is it East Coast premiere?
yeah, this is a real East Coast premiere.
Okay,
this is a
fantastic.
real East Coast premiere.
And listen, we
And
take our-
we love Garden State. I love
Yeah.
Garden
Yeah,
State.
man.
I mean, I really know what a community it is. Asbury Park.
Yeah, it's
Where are,
fantastic.
where are you based out of?
Oh, you know what? I did all my posts in Monmouth Junction.
Oh, yeah,
Monmouth
right up
Junction.
there.
Oh,
Right
So,
up there.
so all my coloring, I was
Yeah.
here in New Jersey,
Yeah.
and they're like, "You should submit this as a homegrown film." And I was
Right.
like, "Damn right! I've been here
Yeah.
for 7 months.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is a homegrown
It is,
film."
It's considered
Yeah.
home.
Not for nothing. We take our pizza very seriously.
I know you guys
Very
do.
very,
I know,
very
I know.
seriously, very picky.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I loved spending. I probably spent 7 months in New Jersey doing all the post stuff. But I'm based out in New York
Oh, okay, cool.
in the
Yeah, so
city.
you're East Coast.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, screening in about an hour
Yeah.
at the Cranford Theater.
Cranford Theater, 5:45 p.m.
yeah.
Stolen Dough. You can find out more information on stolendough.com.
Amazing. Yeah, I don't know if you heard this. They had to switch theaters in Cranford.
Right.
They kicked out Ghostbusters.
Wow, is
for
that
a
right?
year.
Wow.
They kicked out Frozen Empire for
Because
a
there was
year.
a
did.
huge demand, and
Yes.
it was all the tickets were sold out. They
Yeah.
told me,
Yeah.
I think Diane.
Yeah, Diane and Lauren.
told-
Yeah, they're
yeah,
like, hey, we
yeah.
got them to switch theaters. Yeah, we kicked out Bill Murray
Bill
so
Murray
they could show
had
Stolen
to
Dough.
go to the smaller theater.
I'm just saying.
I hope Bill Murray comes to see Stolen Dough.
I think he
You
would
know what
enjoy
I mean?
it.
I think he
He
would really.
probably will now. Be like,
Yeah.
what movie got moved our film?
I know. Yeah. What movie are you're served our film? Like, oh, Stolen
He's
Dough.
not far from here. He's in New York.
Yeah. He was great in. I mean, obviously, his all the historical films that he's so great in all the '80s and stuff in the '90s. When he played Franklin Delano Roosevelt on Henry on the Hudson or
Yeah.
Hudson, he's just done some little gems, some indie gems that are amazing. Saint Vincent that
Yeah.
Theodore Milfy directed.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that guy
another
can do
gem.
no wrong, man.
Oh my God, Bill Murray
do no
is.
wrong.
He's a legend.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
didn't want to come back for Ghostbusters, and now he's
Well,
back.
now
and
he's back.
and he's
It's-
doing it.
How quickly things change, my
I know,
friend.
right?
Yeah, Stolen Dough, everybody. Screening at the Cranford Theater at 5:45.
5:45.
And Stefano will be in attendance. There'll be Q&A. And I can't wait for the world to see it. I can't wait to see this.
I
So-
cannot
Yes,
wait for
we'll
you
have to-
guys to see it.
Yeah,
I
to see
cannot
this
wait
soon.
for you guys to see it, especially guys who run these podcasts, who meet all the filmmakers. It matters to me what you guys think. The people who are running the venues, you guys see stuff. It's just like being on the set with a crew.
Yeah.
When a crew member watches a performance from the actor, most of the time they're just going from, crafty
Yep.
or not. When they stop and they, applaud after a take for the actor knows it's true because they really, the people that are working on it, they'll really stop and be like, okay, that was really
Yeah,
different.
they've seen a lot of stuff. So
Right.
they've seen
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Stefano.
Thank you so much for having me,
Stolen
guys.
Dough, everybody. 5:45 Cranford Theater. If you're up there, you definitely got to see
Check
it.
it out.
So, the dark world of Stuffed Crust Pizza, everybody. So check it out. Garden State Film Festival rolls on all day today, all day tomorrow, as well as the award ceremony tomorrow night. Come down. You have so much time to come see amazing films. If you're near Cranford tonight, you got plans. You got to go see Stolen Dough. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, CJ. Thank you, Stefano. And we'll see you in a bit.